All right, guys. Hey, here's another video from Peter Wolfing. You know, this will probably be a little bit longer of a video because I want to go over a little bit more about what I went through when I got started in this business and kind of talk to you about the scenery that I'm looking about here in the woods of Central Park. So, hey guys, when I started network marketing in 1990, I joined Nu Skin International. And it was the first network marketing company that I saw. The concept to me was incredible. And I had that proverbial cartoon light bulb came over my head and I said, wow, if this is real, whoa, it's going to light my world on fire. But, I was going on one path, which is say that way, versus the network marketing path this way. The traditional way was that way, where I had thought, okay, business is business and the risk goes with business. And I've been doing one form of making money since I've been 5 years old. I had that entrepreneurial bug in me. Maybe you do too. But, I didn't know what network marketing was, and I didn't even know what entrepreneurship was. I just know I like to do things that made money, right? And I had that in me. So I was always looking for one thing or another and went into the Marine Corps and tried to please my father. That's a whole nother story. But I tried to make it the best I could during that time. Here's another direction. Hey, you want to go this way or not? So we'll decide to go this way. So as you're deciding going through life, you're making these decisions to go down one path or other. And I had decided when I was 21 years old to go into the Marine Corps. But even when I did that, I had multiple businesses on the side while I was going to college full time, while I was working and doing my Marine Corps stuff, right? Look at that rock up there. That's amazing how it got up like that. So, guys, I always had the passion for business. And so I was just trying to find my way and discover new things. And my parents called me up about a week before I was going to re-enlist because I did very well. I mean, I made sergeant in a little over 2 years, which is terribly difficult in the Marine Corps, in really any service. And I really did great. I mean, I loved it. I tried to squeeze it for much as it was worth, going to college full time and having my businesses and so on. They offered me a tremendous amount of money to stay in because my specialty was top secret coding and so on with electronics. And so there really wasn't too many of us around to do that. And they spent many, many months training me to do that. So they wanted me to stay in. So they offered me a lot of money. So I was going to sign up, and I was actually picking what my choices were for my next station. And I happened to be stationed in Hawaii. Love that, right? So we decided to go down this direction. And lo and behold, my parents called me up, and my mother said, we're opening up a restaurant. We need you. Well, of course, that's my hot button. And it was a challenge for me, so we decided to not re-enlist and go back into traditional business. And no sooner than I was off the plane that I was doing dishes in the kitchen, right? I didn't even go home. I went right to the restaurant, right? So, and I learned my craft, and I actually went to school full-time while I was working 60 to 80 hours a week in a restaurant business. So I had a decision to make. Am I going to go down this path, or am I going to go down this path or this path? Well, my dog says go down this path. Doji. That's my little mini pincher. So let's go down this path. So I decided to go full bore into the restaurant business and went to school full time, and I got my degree, straight A's, got my degree, because I wanted to know how things work in restaurant management and cooking and all sorts of stuff. And as I was doing that over a number of years, I saw the terrible stress and strain it put on my family, my parents, and so on. And after 5 or 6 years, through lots of different reasons, which we won't go into the video here, the restaurant closed and they lost tremendous amounts of money. And they had to actually remortgage their house even to get into the restaurant business. They had 6 months left to pay off in their house, and they remortgaged their house to get into the restaurant business. And what that taught me was the risk versus reward ratio. Traditional business says you want to get a lot of reward, you have to do a lot of risk. And the ratio there was acceptable. That's the way traditional business does it, right? And My mom was a great cook, and I got my entrepreneurial spirit from her and my hard work spirit from her, because she opened up many businesses over her lifetime. And so I learned that risk to reward ratio, and you know, sometimes you learn through things that don't work, right? So I learned that although I love the restaurant business, I love to create and cook and create and things and run things and all that entails. And I didn't mind the hard work because I worked like hard anyway, right? I have that work ethic from my mother, so I work hard anyway. So I didn't mind that. What I didn't like was the stress that was associated with that, right? It was incredible amounts of stress because of finances and time away from my family and so on. So that was terrible. And you know, obviously it put a financial strain and a couple strain on my parents at that time. So as luck would have it, I was introduced to a hotel meeting from a friend of mine, and I said, well, do I go down this path or do I go down this path? Let's go this way. And I decided to go down this path. He showed me, at least after 3 or 4 times of trying to get me to go to one, he said physically, I'm going to pick you up and bring you over there, because I was never going to go because I was working so much. And I finally went over there, and I was introduced to network marketing, and that's when the light bulb went off. Because I saw a way to get started for, at least at that time, for like $1,000, which for me was nothing, because I saw my parents put hundreds of thousands of dollars, and maybe they'll break even after a few years, $1,000, and I can have a global business from my living room and break even in a relatively short period of time, and actually have something that I continue to work full time and actually have myself a great business while I'm still working full time and doing that part time. Well, I actually went full time with that really quickly. Let me zoom in here. That's Bethesda Fountain. I actually just went to a charity event there a few weeks ago. Beautiful stuff. Do a lot of movies over there. This is across the lake, and you're looking in the background, which is a great part of Lower Central Park, around 57th Street. This is actually where my corporate office is, right over there. And it's a great part of the city. So back to my story. And so that risk versus reward ratio was something that I really didn't like. So, but network marketing showed me that you don't have to do that. And so I joined that business, did very well, and I did enough for a number of years, went to the conventions and did all the whole dog and pony show, right? And learned my craft, and started to gravitate to digital products because I felt there was a lot more margin to it versus physical products, right? So after a number of years of doing that and kind of finding my way, I opened up my company called Multiplex Systems in 1998. And that was really a training and education company and lead generation, where we wanted to help other network marketers and give them the tools of the trade and educate them on how to be able to generate leads and build their business. And we did that. We did very well with that. And gradually, we decided, instead of doing traditional affiliate programs with that to sell our product, since we do love network marketing, why not go in this direction? Build network marketing platforms to sell our products, which give us a lot more leverage and obviously sell more products, which we did. And we did tremendously well with that. So over a number of years, we have helped over 700,000 people, 16 years. And well, this is really over about a 10-year period, the last 10 years, and have had people generate $100 million in revenue for the members. So it's worked for me in how I built, but I took a different path. You know, as I'm going through here through the woods, I'm choosing different directions, choosing different paths. Do I make a left? Do I make a right? The same thing may happen in your business, in your life. As you're going, do I make a left or do I make a right? What's the best way for me to be able to go and build my business? But you have to keep your end goal in mind, right? My end goal was, I love the work. I don't mind the work ethic. And I wanted to find a great balance between work, leverage, my dreams and goals, and one of my dreams and goals is to help as many people as possible, change lives, and of course I get a benefit from that. And you know, probably the biggest thing that I've ever found in network marketing is, biggest nugget, let's go down this way. The biggest nugget is that just stop worrying about the money. Stop worrying about the money. Worry about helping other people, and the money just comes as a byproduct of that. Help enough people get what they want, and you can't help but get what you want. And that's was a huge thing. And you know, I always heard that, but I just thought it was, hey, just brute force. You know, you go in and just work harder than everybody else and it'll happen. But there's a much better way to grease the gears to make it work better for you, and that's helping other people. So we built multiple programs over the years, each time learning from each one, doing very well, having many people do very, very well, and continue to do that here in 2015. So, but along the ways, hey, we all make mistakes. We all try things. I tried to build my business a certain way, didn't listen to my sponsors, and thought I knew better than them, you know? And I found that you can learn from other people, and that's what I'm trying to do with these videos, is to try to teach you, don't make the same mistakes that I did, to streamline it where it's not going to take you that long to make it. You can streamline the process, do it quicker, faster, easier, and learn from things that I've already done. So guys, that's an abbreviated version of my timeline. I hope that it's helped you, gave you some information, or maybe one or two nuggets that you can help to build your business in network marketing. Oh, poor baby's crying over here. Oh, poor girl's crying. So guys, you're choosing to go in different directions. Raspberry bushes blooming away. And so think of your end goal. What do you want to achieve in your business? $500,000, $10,000, $100,000 a month. It's really up to you. No right or wrong. And keep that in mind. But during the process of doing all of that, you have to adjust. You have to adjust because not everything's going to work, right? I've tried many things that didn't work, but I didn't let that stop me. I just got back on the horse and did it again. I did some more. Or either I said, okay, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to change it a little bit, or I'm going to try something else. And one of the great things you can learn is that rejection happens, problems happen. You're always going to have that, but it's how fast you get back on the horse and keep on running, right? And do you let it knock you out and get you out of the industry altogether? Or do you get back on the horse and keep on doing it and doing it and doing it? And that's a whole nother video on your reason why and loving what you do and so on to really make your foundation strong to go through all that stuff that happened, because it will. Because it will. Now, decision to make again. Do I make a right? Do I go straight? I go left. Let's go this way. This way is a little more difficult, uphill. You hear me huffing and puffing. Well, sometimes going uphill is the way to go, you know? You don't always have to go downhill. Sometimes you go uphill so you can go downhill. Which is in your business, sometimes you have to take a few steps back to go forward. There we go. Now we can go down this way or this way. Let's go this way. And believe it or not, this is all in Central Park in New York City. You'd never believe that you're in the biggest metropolis in the world. I hope you're enjoying the scenery as I'm describing this. More decisions to make, huh? More twists and turns in the road of life. Well, let's go this way. All right. Look at that. So guys, I really hope this helped you in your business. Get back on it and keep on doing it. Don't let the first person that says no kill your dreams. Have big dreams, strong dreams, long-term dreams. Make them reality by taking action. Get back on the horse and keep on doing it. Hey, I had plenty of discouraging moments in my time in network marketing. Believe me, went into debt majorly learning my craft. So I just didn't jump into network marketing and made millions. No. Most people may think that, but no. Oh, you had special upbringing. Oh, you had the golden spoon. Oh, you had this, you had that. No, I was just like everybody else. I was just too bullheaded to let anything affect me, and I just went forward and did it and went through everything by brute force, and eventually I learned better ways to streamline it to make it work better. You can do the same thing too, guys. You can do it. You're going to work hard no matter what. You're going to work hard no matter what in your JOB. Why not work hard with this and be able to have a view like that? Incredible. 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 Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I enjoyed making it. Have a great day. Bye for now.